Hey there, hope you guys are doing fine. I'm doing fine. I hope you have enjoyed your weekend. For today, we're going to work on what I couldn't work on the last time because I had a bug. But gladly, this bug has been fixed thanks to the developer Jojo, if I pronounce his name the correct way. Anyways, first of all, I have a couple of comments. JD is saying, "Whoa, JB, that is one big smoothie. I love it. LOL. The tree platform and the bridge looks great. Keep up the great work on the island." And Geraint is saying, "Nice job on the big purple cup and also the new tree platform are incredible. Your world will be so interesting with all those stories you bring in." And Johansson Donk is saying, "That is an obscenely huge cup right there. And that only for $2.99. If you guys have some more ideas what I can add to this island down here, then let me know down below in the comment section, because also you guys are helping making the story on my island." Wow, that was a beautiful intro, and it starts to become misty. The reason why I had a bug is because apparently I was blueprinting something that is bugged out. That's why I couldn't select the blueprint in the editor mode. And that had something to do with these plant pots versus the high grass in this case. But apparently it is with all of the seeds that you place in the planting pot that makes it bug out. So as long as you remove whatever is on the plant pot, it should work. So let's just test it out right away, and then we're gonna go to the editor and fix a nice pathway. And I'm thinking of it, I actually had an idea which I also want to implement here, is just make a little bit of this and a little bit of that, so I know kind of where these, well, you know, I'm going to assume this stuff will be included, right? If I make a bottom picture. So I was just thinking maybe, you know, I need to include like where the planting are at, but I'll guess this will be low enough to say. And then I know how to build around it, because I don't want to go straight to the pathway from the dock. I just want to make it all fancy like that, and then go up till about here and clickety clack, sample new pathway, yabbity dokie. And I am going to need to clean up before season 2 starts. Clean up all of the blueprints, clean up all of the scenarios and whatever not, because when you play almost 100 episodes, this is episode 90, I know, then you're gonna get a lot of mess. And I think it's also nice for season 2 to just start fresh, to really force myself to make a lot of new stuff, so don't reuse anything. Of course, I'm going to save a lot of things up, and I will take a look before starting season 2 if I can put some stuff into the shop for you guys, or maybe give away some of the things like the trash cans and stuff. Little small things I can just give away onto my Discord, which you can find, by the way, link in the description. There are some free blueprints. There's like a very nice ship from RAM and a very big bridge also from RAM. Alright, so in this case, sample. Alright, I think I did yeah, fan sample. Yeah, so it should work. There we go. Now we can just drop this down here, and right away it fixes into a group. Fantastic. So yeah, the plantation here is included. Now, of course, I don't have any ground, but I'll guess that is okay, because from what I know is that this here is really on the edge of the ground going down. So I can keep that a little bit in mind. Now, what I think would be the best way is just to go inclined that way. And I would like to actually tightly hug this pad down here, if that is what it's called, and then see if I can slowly but surely go down with the stairways. Now, of course, the stairways is something that I could, you know, include into adventure mode itself, but the editor is just, it's just so satisfying, you know? Yeah, here comes the thing though. Am I going to make it just as wide, or, you know? Okay, let me just, I think this pathway is 2 times 4. Yes, and that this pathway is like 4 times 4. I think I should just grab 2 of these, something like that. Just blueprint them and then remove them from group. Get out of it and then just get into a group. Then just make this go inclined. Now on the stream I tried to do some fancy stuff last time, and you know, I need to keep reminding myself that it's not a good idea, because sometimes it just takes me a little while, and I think like when you're not good at making round stuff and inclined stuff, it's okay to just, you know, take your time a bit more with it. Yeah, but there is something really cool coming up. So the first thing that I think is also the best thing to do is just see if I can make something like a fence to just, you know, fence it off. I don't want people to fall in the water. This fence is going to be included into this blueprint here. Now we have oriental fences, which, you know, kind of looks nice, I would say. Now I don't want it to be crazy like that actually, but if I lower them, yeah, it will stick out underneath. I'm not too happy with that. I think I'm just gonna go with these guys and then just give them like some kind of a brown color like that, I guess. Or maybe like a dark marine color could also do, like it is a little bit more visible. All right, beautiful. The only thing that I'm going to need to do is set some poles, and what I'm also probably going to need to do is just give them a little bit more randomized color, I want to say. You know what, I'm just going to keep it because all of these guys, the whole dog looks like the same, and then only this one will be different. I started out this series without editor, but season 2, we're going to do everything in the editor. I'm going to take care of maximum efficiency on the editor stuff. I'm kind of surprised why this is not grid up. There is maybe... yeah, I get it here. So I should first store like this position and then bring this guy to set store position. So now all of this will be on the local grid. I don't think these guys have any colors though. Just basic stuff. Let me see here. Pick it up, paint it down. Yeah, basic stuff. That is also fine. So now I can just add a couple of these guys. And also, very important, include these fellows to this group here. Okay, also down here, I made this, you know, going into the stone because it also is like a little gap. I'd rather have this looking like that than having a gap between it because that doesn't look nice at all. Now, I have a bit of a problem here. If I would make, you know, if I want to make a whole row of these guys, that's going to be a problem. Now, what I think I can do, store the rotation and then set stored rotation. Yes, and then just turn this guy on and then put it back and put it in place because now I can just move it like that. This is going to be super handy. Yeah, it's just a matter of trying to connect this up to here and make it look nice. Which I'm going to give myself, I'm going to leave this here so I can just continue the fence along the way again. So I'm just going to need to expand this guy a little further, but that's okay. Just like that. Now we have a little piece sticking out here, but I don't think that should be a problem too much. If I readjust this guy again. And then basically do the same thing. Just keep storing those positions and add them to the new placed pole. So it goes in place and then you can just, you know, keep the local grid here. And then just play around with it once again. Alright, perfect. This is all fine. This down here, I'm just first going to try to connect things up here and then see how it's going to look. Alright, I guess I'm kind of lucky here that things don't glitch out at the side. The only thing that I have to look into is how this is going to look on the ground. But I'm pretty sure this will hover onto the ground. So I'm going to need to add some ground. Just play around again. Yes, I have some plants and stuff, but we can all modify and add and remove things. Now, what I would also like to do is already remove this. And this is going to be, plus is the end station. Which now I'm thinking of it. Going to need to figure out a way how to make things look nice. Because as you can see, it doesn't connect up perfectly, right? It just connects up a little past the half of this fence here. Alright, so as I wanted to say, this is what I came up with in order to, you know, connect things a little bit. Yes, there's a little gap here, and yes, this fence down here doesn't match up with the other fences. But this is the only way I can think of in order to solve that fencing problem for a little bit, because we're working with inclined pieces down here. And I just made this, whatever that is down here, because that will just, you know, cover up the corners and make sure people don't fall off from here when they want to go up on the stairs. Oh boy, it's going to look good. Let me see, you need to put it this way. And one on the dock. There we go. Beautiful. And oh, you know, that is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, but no. You know, everything is solvable. Yeah, this is great. I love it. And then we are slowly gonna go that way. We'll have to fix like a blueprint. I think I would like to continue like the blue dock pathway type of deal and just call it the blue trail or whatever. Hey, follow the blue trail to the smoothie or to the wildlands and 3 platforms. I just try to go exactly this way and then somehow twirl it up. Yeah. It's so misty out here. Can't even plan my things. Even though I'm not using any loose items, I am going to flatten the land. Oh god. Flatten the land here for a little bit. Okay, that wasn't that expensive. Just some wood and a little bit of stone. Even though, well, okay, I needed the stone, but sure. Look at that. Bing, beautiful. Alright, let me just get rid of this guy here. Yeah. Great, fantastic. It looks, you know, it looks nice. Like the blue trail popping up here. Wow. Nice little stairways. Yeah, this is fantastic. Great. It just really, you know, banks out, of course, but that's the whole point here. Like, people see, like, hey, what is this? You know? Right, now the weather has cleared up for a bit. We can start planning on the other stuff. Now, for a long while, I can actually just, you know, keep on going straight until right around here, right? So for this whole part, I could just go straight, maybe dig out a little bit. Yeah, I think things will be fine. Will be fine. And then from this point of on, going to need to go up. Now, what I'm just going to do for the sake of things, I'm just going to lay here and there. I'm going to lay a couple of blocks to give myself the idea in the editor, like, what is the mountain? Just trying to lay it on there. I've been doing this before with the wildlands fence. Not like this, but sorta. You don't have to do it super precisely. You can always modify the terrain. Just lay the blocks onto it, like that. And then from this angle, I'm going to do it like that, indicating, yo, that's the top. Snap. I think this is the best way to just go up straight from there, so we don't, you know, I could go like all the way up here, but here it's going to be a little more troublesome to get up, and going up to here is a little bit better. And what I would also like to do, I'm just going to, I don't want to, but I have to get rid of this little thing here, I guess. The thing is, people need to cross the roads, and if I would make like a little blue trail pathway near this road up to here, then over here they can cross the roads till here, right? I can kind of visualize that idea. Yes, drive by through, but the thing is, I need to keep in mind every time there are no cars driving here. There is like one car on the island. Yeah, of course I need to make a couple of them, or just like fake cars, but most people will hire like Segways. Segways are super cheap, the island isn't too big, and they can go with a Segway through, yeah, the drive through, and then bang, look at all these big logs coming from the tiny little tree thing. Well, let's start it again, and I'm going to need to do it a little higher up because I'm going to need to have these trees in there. Clickety clack. Alright, then it looks like this. Beautiful. So the thing that I'm going to need to make here is like a crosswalk. I think it will be fine if we, let me think here. Like, it's not really the ideal spot to make a crosswalk if you have like the exit of the, you know what, down here. I will figure something out here. And also I just made it here like that. So after the crosswalk, the next thing that I'm going to do is see if I can fix these stairways. Won't be too much of a problem. It's just figuring out what I'm going to do with the fencing for the blue trail. All right, just a little update onto this wonderful project right down here. I'm getting a little frustrated with the stairs, but I think it will be fine in the end. Yeah, but let me just show you what I have been doing meanwhile. So I've been fixing up the platform as I, have mentioned. And then I have made here a crossing. So I made like this crosswalk until here, because if I go further with the crosswalk, I will end up in trouble with the original Ylands wall that is here at the side. I cannot hide this into the wall because the wall is just as low as the road. The only reason why it is here hidden under it, because I raised the platform a little bit. And yeah, I removed some stuff. I'm going to keep that in mind to remove the stripe between in here and to remove it here. And then I was like, yeah, okay, but if these segways, maybe a car will come here and they cannot cross like this. That will be too dangerous, or they will be like here. So then I thought, let's use the same type of block from the crosswalk and make this my own little line here that goes until here, and then just make like this pole. So vehicles, segways have to stop here, take a little look here and there, and then they can cross that way. I think this is the best way to do it. So this here and this here will end up like right around here. So the incline will go against this guy, and then the continue until this guy. It will look and make a lot more sense once it's all, placed down. It is actually a very nice project, but sure, for the future I'm going to need to keep certain things in mind though, because this doesn't, I'm not 100% happy with this, but it's very difficult to make these stripes. I mean, I could only have this guy here and just remove these two, but then it looks just a little bit too strange. I could, make like a yellow stripe here and try to hide the white underneath the yellow stripe, but that means we're going to raise it even higher from the road, and the more I need to raise stuff, the more at some point you notice. Like now you don't notice, but if you look very well here you can notice that. So it's okay, it is all going to be fine, and someday some point, and the future project, I'm not going to use any road stripes. All right, just a small little update. The thing that I want to do here is not going to work out for a couple different reasons. First of all, this is going to look very ugly. This is not going to fit in. Yes, I could extend this block, but it's not going to look pretty, as you can see. Another problem that I am having with this idea is that if I would like to continue the fence, it's not going to work out because certain bits and pieces are too short, and yeah, it's not going to fit. So what I'm going to do very much as first is place this blueprint down, and then I might just end up making a better version of the idea what I had before with those stones. So I have a better idea of how inclined this is, and if I can think of something else. Yeah, this is correct. This is beautiful. Only have to get a little bit off there. This is fine. That is fine. I'm just gonna leave that as it is. That looks also good. So now up here, there's a little bit stuff going on, which is not too bad. I just have to get rid of that, and maybe this guy. No, but I can place it back later. No, the game is messing about. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I only forgot to harden out those items, but it will be fine afterwards. So this looks good. It's all connected up. And yeah, I only want to make this guy black here. Both of them. Just have to see. Yeah, I guess this is it. Yeah, I guess this looks fine now. Very good. Yeah, you see, like I could zigzag. It's going to be a bit of a work to, to get that done the correct way. But then I think at least it will look better than what I had before. Here we have the blue trail continuing. We have this cross section going like this. I think that is just perfect. A couple of these guys, and like I said, I just need to harden these items out with the hand. It's not too much of a problem. Yes, that looks good. It looks good. I love it. Now, I'm only not sure if I need to keep this blue though, because I have the feeling something is fighting down there. I could also end up making this just like a nice bright red and just make it like, Asia style as the fences were supposed to be. Yeah, you know, it feels right away a lot better. There is no fighting going on between just about blue and just about purple. It's just red and everything is very much visible like that. It's a lot better, and also this archway looks a lot better. Very, what is that, Japanese type of theme? Alright, very good. Let me just fix another beautiful blueprint and those poles underneath. And so, ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours later and me chilling down with some Prodigy music, I finally came up with something. You might already see something there in the slot bar. In the end, I think it's perfect to have it like the way I'm having it, because this also means that people with wheelchairs have a possibility to sneak up here. At the other hand, I think it looks like something from a theme park or whatever. But you know what? It is fine. It is better than just a stairs where all people also have a chance falling off. And this is just a little modern to say, I guess. So let me just place this down and see how it looks like. And I guess it's not too bad. I need to move a tree or bush or 2. And the thing is, I can still add here and there something to, you know, make it look a little bit nicer, like close up the foliage down there, or just a little bit plant here a tree or whatever, just not above this line down here. And then I'll guess it looks nice. It looks like, yeah, like I said, a wheelchair possibility, you know, and people who are having bad legs, I guess, can go up here. And then, yeah, people with wheelchair will get stuck around here. You know, you just need to use a little bit of fantasy, alright? And there you go. There it is. And yeah, on this way, I don't have to dig out too much stuff. I guess it is fine. And just do a little rake action. Smooth it all out. There you go. That looks fantastic. Yeah, so there is one rock here. There you go. Also, that looks fantastic. Yeah, let's check further ahead. You know, this here I do not really mind. Maybe I can just smoothen it out just a tiny touch. Yeah, that is fine. Perfect. That is what it's all about. The only thing that now is left to do, but I'm going to do that for Friday's episode, because I'm going to need to do a massive tree and bushes and plant episode once again, and then this whole section is once and for all finally finished off. And then, you know, we can continue with anything else, because I had a question of Preston, or aka JD, saying, how about the amusement park? Well, the thing is, I want to work from that area all the way up here, then do the garage, do that shop there, hang about, a couple more posters, and then, you know, we can go to the amusement park. The bank over there is being built on stream, which is almost a 100% finish and going to be absolutely amazing. And then, you know, we can move on to the other sections of the island, and then this is finally finished and finally done. And, you know, looking at it afterwards, I don't have sorry of it for, you know, skipping it and just, you know, do something else between in. And I'm also not sorry of going from 3 episodes a week to 2, because this really gives me a lot more chill feelings. I don't feel any pressure. I can just do whatever I like here, and it turns out so much better having a lot more time to spend on these projects. And yeah, let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think? And maybe you have some ideas that can be added. And then I will see you guys on Friday's episode. Alright, beautiful. Except that it starts raining right now. But let's just plant some stuff where I can. And then do anything else for Friday. I guess adding a couple more things here and there will also do. Adding some stuff here along the shore will do until it's getting beachy. Oh, now I'm thinking of it. I need to